Hello there, friends. Today I would like to share the story with you about one of my songs, Let It Come Through. It will be at the end of this video for you to listen to. Let It Come Through is actually my favourite song of all the songs I've written. Not just all the songs I've recorded, but songs I have written as well. And so the story behind it is that I wrote it in a little country cottage by a creek in Cranback in New South Wales, a little rural village, rural community in between on the mid-north coast of New South Wales where I was living at the time. That's also where I wrote the top 5 regrets of the dying. So I was going through a massive time. If you've read the top 5 regrets of the dying, you know that after looking after dying people, I had a massive burnout. And it was during that time that I ended up writing Let It Come Through, because I felt that the life that I had worked for so long to create, it always just seemed that much further away, that much further, just no matter what sort of work I did on myself internally, I was still suffering and I was still struggling and going through a really hard time. And so this song came through very easily, and it's called Let It Come Through. And what I say in it is, what your heart wants you to. So get out of your own way and let it come through. And at the time, I was being cracked open and I was learning to get out of my own way and let go of all the old conditioning that was holding me back, all the weight of other people's opinions that had shaped my self-worth for so long, and it was all just being left behind. And so I wrote that song, and it's a very gentle, lovely song, and it's just my favorite song. It's just because it really represents so much of what I believe in. And I know that I'm a teacher of courage, and I'm here to help you make sure that you don't have any regrets in life. But not only to not have no regrets, but to live a happy life, to live a life that is kind to your heart and brings your heart joy. So have a listen to Let It Come Through, and just keep in mind that at the time that I was writing it for myself. Even though I was sharing it and always imagining that my songs would reach other people, and I'm hoping they will inspire you enormously too. When I wrote it, of course I had to write it to myself, because I was in such a dark place. I had to get out of my own way. And it is with so much delight that by doing that and getting out of my own way and letting it come through, that I am actually here able to share those thoughts with you years on, more than a decade on now, and since I wrote that. And it's I hope that it will be a reminder to you that your life's not finished yet, that there's still things to look forward to, there's still things to be hopeful about. And even though it may feel like there's nothing to keep you strong and inspired at the moment, I'm hoping that when you listen to Let It Come Through, you can use my own example, that when I wrote it, I was in an incredibly hard place. I was living off food vouchers from charity shops to survive, and that's how tough it was. It was horrendous, and not just that, I was broken. I was suicidally depressed and really struggling with a reason to live. And years on, it's 10 or 11 or 12 years on since then, I'm the mum of the most beautiful little girl on the planet. I live in a sweet little house that I bought. I support my daughter and I through work that I absolutely love. I have a network of the most gorgeous hearted people supporting me and loving me, and life looks very different now than what it did back then. So please use Let It Come Through to keep you strong as well and to inspire you. And all of my songs are available through all the normal digital streaming channels. So you don't need to watch this video and shut me up halfway through and say, that's enough of the talking, let's get on with the song. You can just listen to it on Apple Music or Spotify or whatever else. So I hope you enjoy Let It Come Through, and I hope it supports you as much as my heart wishes, because life can change and there's still so much in your life to look forward to. You've just got to let it come through.
Open your eyes, awake to now. Silence your mind, you have the power. What your heart wants is wanting you to. So get out of your own way, let it come through. Do you deserve it? Of course you do. So get out of your own way, let it come through. Forgive your mistakes, the past is gone. Be kind on yourself, time to move on. Fear holds you back from all your dreams, so just deal with the first step, the rest will be revealed. Do you deserve it? Of course you do. So get out of your own way, let it come through. Wasted energy is trying to control how every little detail will unfold. Do what you can, then just let it go. Your prayer has been heard, so now let it flow. Do you deserve it? Of course you do. So get out of your own way, let it come through. Get out of your own way, let it come through. Get out of your own way, it wants to come through.
Thanks for tuning in. I hope you found the video helpful, especially if you truly do want to reach your fullest experience of life with no regrets. You might also like the free resources of articles, interviews and videos available on my website at bronnieware.com. If you'd like your question to be considered for a future video, or if you'd like some inspiration in your inbox, then join my mailing list via the website. Find out more about my books, which have inspired over 1 million people in 32 languages, at bronnieware.com/books. My online programs are found at bronnieware.com/courses. I also offer a very limited number of one-on-one mentoring sessions. Visit bronnieware.com/mentoring to read more. Socially, I can be found on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook and Pinterest. If you've benefited from what I share here, tag your friends so they can too. Stay well and safe out there, and remember, Live true to your heart's own song.